Hey guys, thanks for watching this video today. This will be part 2 of my fairing build, and if you have not seen part 1, then click right up here and the link will take you directly to it. Alright, let's get to it. To the garage. Alright, now as far as the front section, I got the little light here mounted back. I've got the headlamp mounted back in on the front section with the black piece right here that will feed into the air intake. And as far as screws, you got this screw here on the outer, it's got a washer on it. Then you got one on the opposite side. That's what holds on the little brake light here, or I'm sorry, the third light. And then you've also got another set on the back right here. That's what, and then one on the other side, that's what attaches the headlight to the fairing here. It holds them together. And then, sorry about the lighting. And then this one looks just like the chrome one, except it's black. And then you got one down there at the bottom that holds the black piece on. And then of course you got the same on the opposite side. And I can't hold the camera while I'm doing this, and I'm still finding some of the screws as I go. I accidentally knocked something over and it kind of mixed them all up. I did buy one of the fairing bolt kits also. I ended up buying one of those because since this was wrecked, some of the push pin ones got broke, and it was just, instead of buying the ones that I needed, it was just cheaper to go on. I think I bought it from Amazon. I got the whole fairing bolt kit. It came with all the push pins and the bolts and everything for I think it was around $15, maybe $7 to $15. Alright, so I got the front on. I attached both of the turning signals, side mirrors. I got these side mirrors from eBay, no, Amazon, and it cost $35 for the two, and they've got the LED signals here. $35 off Amazon, and so far I like them. I could only find the stock one for $35, $40, somewhere in there, and so I figured why not go aftermarket. The only issue I've had with these is they're shorter than the stock ones, not by much, by probably about a ½ inch, and you know, the mirrors were already hard to see out of to begin with. So what I did is I had some, they weren't sitting flush along the bottom here, so what I did was I ran the wire down through here, and then there was 3 holes. There's a hole here and here for each screw, then a hole right here in the middle. So they actually had, if I can see it here, right here where this wire's coming out, there was actually a rubber piece. I'm assuming that is there just in case you need it. So I ran the wire through there. And then another thing is, the aftermarket ones, they're just loose wires. So what I did was I took this clip here off the stock one. I took about 2 inches of wire, cut it off, and then that way I'd have plenty of slack, and I just soldered each wire, and then I used shrink tube with a heat gun and shrink wrapped it and then I put another shrink tube, a bigger one, over both of them to hold them together, and then I put a little tape around it just to make sure everything's secure. And then what I'll do is, before I finish up the fairings and stuff, I'll just zip tie or something these up under here so they won't have any issues. I got the I think these are called the air box, inlet box, something. I got both of these back on, and if you can see in there, not too well, but these are called plastic rivets, I think, is what the Suzuki guy told me. And by the way, most of your bolts and well, all the plastic rivets and I think all the bolts you need for your bike, some were gone, some I broke. As far as the plastic rivets, you can get those from your local Suzuki shop. They may have to order them, but luckily I went there and our local one had them in stock. So next, now that I have these on, it'll be time to put on the windscreen here. And what we got here is the one on the right is the stock one. The one on the left is an aftermarket that I got for a fairing kit. It came with most of the bolts and everything for around $15. I believe I got it off eBay. And they have different ones, the ones that are actually made for your bike, for a little bit more expensive, but for the price, you know, these aren't bad. The stock one here, these are rubber, and this one, it's got, it feels like a plastic. Of course it's got, you know, your metal inside for the screw, but according to the diagram, you know, these go here, and we got 6 of those. And after I get my windscreen on, I will start at the video, show that, and I'll start putting on the sides, which are the sides that go here. I'm not going to put on the actual side fairings just yet, not until, because I still gotta do the gas tank cover. The kit came with the cover, and I don't know, I may leave this one on here until I get the gas tank painted, because I mean the blues are pretty close, but it's you can definitely tell some difference there. So if I put the other blue gas tank cover, or whatever this plastic right here is, if I put that on there, then that'll probably throw the look off and everything. So I'm just going to leave this on here for now, but I believe all I have to do is take off that bolt, and then I believe it's held on, if like this right here, it's got a little hook, and you just kind of pull those. This is where the carbon fiber, it's either held on by one of these or maybe some Velcro. I don't know, I'm not too sure about that. I haven't ever removed this one before, so we'll see. And I did find out where some of the hardware, there's a bag that came with 2 plastic pieces, and for the life of me I could not figure out where they went. So while I was looking around, I don't remember what I was looking for, but I had the passenger seat removed, and I turned it upside down, and I just happened to notice, you know, this part right here and then this part here looked familiar. And I looked at the kit, and sure enough, that's the part that goes there, but it automatically clicked. This is for the tail box hatch, because I noticed I didn't have these in the that was already on there, so I thought, well, makes sense. I'll have to bolt those up. And of course they didn't come with bolts, so I'll have to go down to the hardware store because I don't believe I have any that would work. Alright, as promised, I got the windscreen on. Beautiful. I like the black tinted one. And now it's time for the side here. Now there's a little spot here that it goes right, let's see, right back here. It goes right there. So these will bend a little bit, quite a bit, but I try not to bend it, even though they will. Just try to be careful with them. And then these right here, they just pop in these three. They just pop in and then you slide them down. You gotta kind of go in from the side. Tossed around the idea on the sides here, like these two plastic pieces. I kind of thought about taking some kind of a glue and put a small layer of glue on the underside of it just to hold them together, because I mean, this is an aftermarket kit and I know the stock ones would not come apart. I don't think these would, because these seem to be pretty solid. I mean, I'm very pleased with them. Got these off eBay for, I think it was around $4.50, and yeah, I did have to wait a while for them, but all in all, I am very pleased with these. I've only had just a couple of issues with this kit. One of them was just a fabrication defect whenever they were laying the screw holes in the mold. The mold got messed up or something, and I had to end up going with the bigger screw, and just on one bolt, I think it was on the tailpiece, and other than that, that's all I can really think of. What I'm doing now is I'm putting this push plastic rivet, and that's gonna go right there in that hole, and there's one on the other side also. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. We finally got that part done. Also, I would like to mention that I will be doing a exhaust. I'm excited about that one because I'm getting tired of that stock exhaust sound. And also in another video, I will be doing a comparison on my two exhausts, the aftermarket one and then the stock one that I have. So make sure, if you have not already, to hit that like button, give it a good thumbs up, It really helps out the channel, and don't forget to subscribe so that way you'll be able to see all my future videos. And in the future, I hope to start that new build hopefully around November to January, somewhere in there. And thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed day.